Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Today we're jumping into the captivating universe of one of history's most amazing figures, Muhammad Ali. We as a whole know him as the relentless force in the boxing ring, yet there's so significantly more to the man than his notorious left snare. Ali's life was not just about titles and honors, he was a family man with a heart as large as his ability. We'll investigate his connections, from his adored spouse to his cherishing kids, and how he embraced the world with great affection in any case. That is not all. Stay tuned as we'll investigate his connections from his adored spouse to his cherishing kids and how he constructed, counting his dazzling vehicles and delightful homes, and obviously we'll take a look at his total assets since this champion really carried on with an existence of overflow. Muhammad Ali, how about we make a plunge now? Muhammad Ali, one of the most unbelievable figures in sports history, was a resigned American fighter who left a permanent imprint on the world, both inside and, what's more, outside the boxing ring, known for his mystique, speedy mind, and unparalleled abilities. Ali was a prevailing power during his prime and reliably positioned among the most generously compensated competitors on the planet, at the point when he died on June 4, 2016, at the age of 74. His total assets were assessed to be around $50 million. Ali's progress in the ring was not just obvious through his various titles and honors, yet additionally through the significant income he gathered all through his profession. In 1971, Ali battled Joe Frazier in the exceptionally expected battle of the 100 years, procuring it. Then record-breaking $3 million, identical to around $15 million in the present cash. Only a couple years after the fact, in 1974, Ali confronted George Foreman in the well-known Thunder in the Wilderness session in Zaire, which gathered him more than $5 million, around $26 million. When adapted to expansion, the greatest check of Ali's vocation came in 1980, when he took on Larry Holmes. This session procured him almost $8 million, comparable to around $22 million today. In spite of the greater ostensible esteem, Ali's profit in 1974 from the Foreman battle remained his most huge vocation payday when changed for expansion in 2006. Ali made a vital business choice by selling the freedoms to his name and picture for $50 million anyway. He kept a 20% interest in his permitting, which kept on creating $7 million in income every year. This keen move has shown Ali's consciousness of his enduring legacy and the persevering through worth of his image. Muhammad Ali, who conceived Casassus Marcus Earth Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky, was a figure whose early life was saturated with a set of experiences. Furthermore, the intricacies of race in America in his childhood mirrored the country's established battles with prejudice and imbalance, as well as his own loved one's celebrated past. Casassus Marcellus Earth Sr. was a sign and bulletin painter, while his mom, Odessa O'Grady de Earth, filled in as a homegrown IC laborer. The Mudds family followed back to the antebellum South with associations with servitude, Irish and English drop, and the historical backdrop of nullification. Ali's legacy was an embroidery of various genealogies. His maternal incredible granddad, Abe Grady, moved from Ennis region, Clare, Ireland, while his fatherly line incorporated a progenitor who was a previous slave and model for a popular remembrance. DNA testing in 2018 even uncovered Ali's drop from Bowman Alexander, a liberated slave who turned into the subject of William Greenleaf Eliot's book, The Account of Alexander the Bowman from Subjugation to Opportunity, experiencing childhood in a racially isolated society alike. Confronted huge difficulties, his mom related, when her child was denied a beverage of water in light of his skin variety, an encounter that left an enduring influence on him. The 1955 homicide of EMT profoundly impacted Ali too, making him and a companion vent their outrage by vandalizing a nearby railroad yard. These treacheries filled his enthusiasm for battling for social equality and fairness. Ali's childhood in a Baptist family, notwithstanding his dad's Methodist conviction, imparted the feeling of moral obligation. Furthermore, conviction, his sibling Rudolph "Rudy" Dirt, who later changed his name to Rayhan. Ali likewise assumed a critical part in his life. Ali's encounters with dyslexia made his instructive excursion testing, yet his moxie and assurance assisted him with defeating these deterrents. Muhammad Ali's excursion into boxing started when he was only 12 years old. The impetus was the robbery of his bike, which drove him to an irate commitment to find and rebuff the cheat. A police official at the scene proposed that partner channel his displeasure into boxing. This counsel set before partner a way that would shape his future. Ali began preparing under mentor Fred Stoner, who saw his potential and assisted him with fostering his abilities. Together, they won a few titles, including 6 Kentucky Brilliant Gloves, 1 Junior Novice Track, what's more, the field title, and 2 Public Brilliant Gloves. Ali made his novice debut in 1954 with a triumph over nearby fighter, Ronnie O'Keefe. His process proceeded under mentor Toss Bodak during the last 4 years of his beginner profession. Ali's amazing accomplishment as a beginner came in 1960 when he won the light heavyweight gold decoration at the Rome Olympics. His beginner record was a noteworthy 100 successes and only 5 misfortunes, displaying his ability and assurance in the ring after his Olymp. Triumph. Ali got back to Louisville and started his proficient boxing vocation. He made his proficient presentation on October 29, 1960, with a success and proceeded undefeated for 3 years. During this time, 15 of his 19 battles finished in knockouts, a demonstration of his ability in the ring. Ali's exceptional boxing style put him aside from his peers, while numerous warriors of his level furthermore depended on a high watchman to safeguard their faces. Ali utilized his readiness to evade punches while keeping his hands low. This flighty approach, along with his speed and footwork, made him an imposing rival. Ali immediately acquired a standing not just for his expertise yet additionally for his strong forecasts. Before matches, he would report which round his adversary would be crushed, and his expectations demonstrated precision multiple times. Ali likewise insulted his adversaries before matches, adding to his awesome persona. As Ali's profession advanced, he turned into the top competitor to confront Radiant Liston, the ruling heavyweight champion. In spite of Ali's solid record, he was thought of the long shot in the match regardless. Ali's speed, nimbleness, and certainty won. He crushed Liston and at the age of 22 turned into the most youthful fighter to, at any point, guarantee the heavyweight title from a champion. Casas Marcellus Mud Jar took the world by storm when he authoritatively changed his name to Muhammad Ali in 1964, denoting his arrangement with the country of Islam. This shift was not simply emblematic, it flagged a more profound obligation to his confidence and a more extensive battle for equity. Furthermore, uniformity. His convictions would soon put him in conflict with the U.S. government at the point when in 1966, Ali wouldn't be drafted into the military, referring to strict reasons and his resistance to the Vietnam War. Ali's position against the draft prompted his capture and conviction for draft avoidance, bringing about him being deprived of his boxing title. He pursued the choice to the High Court, which upset his conviction in 1971. Won anyway. During this turbulent period, Ali burned through 4 years out of the ring, losing pivotal time in his athletic prime. Notwithstanding these difficulties, Ali's refusal to enroll was met with help from social liberties activists, who perceived his grit and saw him as a power of motivation for the development. In 1970, he was regarded with the Martin Luther Ruler Grant by social liberties pioneer Ralph Abry Coretta Scott. Ruler applauded partner during the service, considering him a hero of equity, harmony, and solidarity. Ali's revisitation of the boxing ring was downright breathtaking in what became known as the Battle of the 100 Years. Ali confronted heavyweight champion Joe Frazier on Spring 8, 1971 at Madison Square Nursery. The match satisfied its name, highlighting 2 undefeated warriors. Taking on for 15 rounds at last, Frazier arose successful, giving Ali his most memorable expert misfortune. Ali and Frazier would meet 2 more times in the ring. Their subsequent session was not for the title, as Frazier had lost the title to George Foreman. In this rematch, Ali crushed Frazier, setting the stage for a standoff with Foreman. And the unbelievable match among partner and Foreman, known as the Thunder in the Wilderness, took place in Canasazir. By Ali was the dark horse, yet he surprised everyone by overcoming Foreman and recovering the heavyweight title, all through his vocation. Partner was known for his garbage talk and smooth in-ring verse, which looked like the rhythm of hip bounce and rap. In 1984, Ali confronted another fight when he was determined to have Parkinson's disorder. This condition impacted his voice and engine abilities, yet partner stayed an enduring advocate in the battle against the other business tasks infection, and other business projects outside the boxing ring. Muhammad Ali's mystique, furthermore, inventiveness appeared through different business projects and imaginative endeavors. In 1963, he wandered into the music world with the arrival of his verbally expressed word collection named I'm the Best on Columbia Records. The collection was outstanding for its inventive style, consolidating verbally expressed words with music in a manner that prefigured the rise of hip bounce. The collection made Business Progress sell 500,000 duplicates and topped at number 61 on the graphs. It additionally procured Ali a Grammy selection for Best Parody Collection at the 6th Yearly Grammy Grants in 1964. The next year, Ali recorded a cover variant of the Ann Blues, Exemplary. Stand By Me. His association in the music industry showed his flexibility and readiness to investigate new roads beyond boxing. Ali's abilities stretched out to the cinema. He had an appearance in the 1962 film Requiem for a Heavyweight, and during his suspension from confining, he featured the 1969 Broadway melodic Buck White in the narrative. Dark Rodeo 1972 displayed his audacious soul as he assumed the test of riding both a horse and a bull in 1975. Ali distributed his collection of memoirs The Best, My Own. See you on the next part. Thanks for watching this video.